So just testing out what the S1 looks like, and this is with the S1 with the 24-105. I use the 24-105 a lot when shooting weddings because it's so versatile. And here it looks great, especially on a full frame. Obviously there's not a lot of background in this shot because of the backdrop, but I'm testing how the auto tracking is working on the focus. And when there's plenty of light and you're not shooting under f4, then it tracks really well. It's focusing on her face really nicely. Even when I zoom in and out, it's still holding focus real well. And pay particular attention to what the dual IS is doing, the IS on the lens and the IS in sensor. This is all handheld and it looks great. I'm very, very happy about it. Here I changed it to object tracking IS, so just picked a random spot on the purse, and it's doing a really impressive job of tracking that, keeping the hand in focus. I'm happy with that result. And then back to tracking the face. It's very impressive. I didn't test anybody walking forward. Here I accidentally bumped the IS off on the lens, which was far too easy to do because I didn't even know I did it. And with it off, it is noticeably way too jittery. So now we're back on, and it's very, 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 very impressive with the IS. The autofocus really impressed me as well. Obviously, it's not going to track as quickly as dual pixel. And when I went to the side, boy, was it having a hard time. I'm not sure if that was because she was on the edge of the frame or whatnot, but I was actually trying to get her in focus and it just wasn't having it, even though it was recognizing her face as the target I wanted to track. And then eventually it got back into the game. So obviously it's got some work to do. It's not perfect. It's not completely useless like it is on the GH5 though. So I was just trying to get to the side so that there was more depth. This is me walking across to see how the stabilization works. And then zoom it in and out to see how it tracks. Autofocus, again, still really impressive. And then see if it recognizes her face from across the store. Now we're switching to the S1R, the higher resolution one, and it's a 50mm 1.4. Now the higher res is going to have a lot harder time in low light. You're going to notice a big difference in the ISO noise. Because of the higher megapixel sensor, you're also going to see more moire on his suit jacket, which was what I was trying to see how it picked up. And it is very noticeable. So in the shadows, you can see distinct high ISO noise, even though I was shooting on the same ISO as on the S1. Looks like there's some syncing issues with the store's LEDs. But if you look at the dress in the background, you'll see a lot more noticeable ISO noise. And there's even fixed pattern noise in her eyes.